Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to today's unseen video. We're going to start with something quite heavy, right? But the reason we're doing that is because I think this is probably the top story of the day in regards to WWE. There are other things that we're going to move on to, some other heavy stuff as well actually, but probably nothing heavier than this. It's very political, but I want to look at this because I just think there's so many elements to how this story unfolded throughout the day, right? I'm not here to be making any political judgments. I know there's people watching this that are going to have varying different opinions on this, okay? I'm not here for that. I'm just here to show you what happened today, okay? Just to kind of inform you as to how this played out. So, obviously, the world, I'm sure, knows about this boxing match. It's got to be one of the most famous things that's happened at the Olympics so far. It's all over the news, and Logan has come in with his comments. He has said, this is the purest form of evil unfolding right before your eyes. A man was allowed to beat up a woman on a global stage, crushing her life's dream while fighting for her deceased father. This delusion must end. So that's what Logan tweeted out. And what followed was, well, all of this, right? So here we've got wrestle purists saying that WWE's PR hit Logan up and he crashed out and he started kicking and screaming. And PW Nexus, hashtag PWN, said truth. Now, these guys are the guys that reported about the women's mid-card championships. And that turned out to be correct. They got the scoop on that. So I do believe that these guys have some sort of source within WWE, have some sort of access to information, right? So it seems like they're saying this was true, that WWE's PR did get in touch with Logan and that there was a kind of heated exchange, right? Which is just crazy to think about. It is worth mentioning, Logan deleted that tweet that we just read, right? What we just read was a screenshot that I took earlier in the day. That tweet has been deleted now. So now we've got news that WWE's PR potentially hit him up and there was a heated exchange between them. So you can see as to why this is a story that I wanted to make sure that we covered, right? Then Isla Dawn got in touch, right? Isla Dawn tweeted out, I'm baffled by the constantly moving goalposts for womanhood. Just say you have zero media literacy and keep your transphobic opinions to yourself. Have a good day, right? Thumbs up. Now, that got 1 million views and everyone was like, cook him, Isla. Like everyone, well, not everyone, but a lot of people were like seeing that as a shot at Logan Paul, right? Then here we've got this. So No DQ said Logan Paul called out by WWE fans after he refers to women's Olympic boxing story as the purest form of evil, right? So like you can see there was so much backlash that people started to create reports on it, right? So then it got new life all over again. Up here, we've got Gabby Ortiz. Now, I don't know Gabby Ortiz, right? But this just gives you a little extra context as to this story, right? So, Gabby said in 2020, is it Amin Khalif? Amin? I'm going to go with, or is it Iman? Iman? I don't know. Iman lost in the quarterfinals against Irish participant Kelly Harrington. She's not this unbeatable, testosterone-ridden monster. She just trained hard and hit her opponent harder. She represents the country of Algeria. It is illegal to be trans there, which is an issue of its own. They would not have sent a trans athlete to compete. Use the brain you have. If you can't use that, use the literal supercomputer in your pocket. So this was retweeted by a few people that I follow and commented on by Ava, right, from WWE, who said, clock it. Now, I don't even know what that means, right? I'm a boomer. When young people use terms like clock it, I don't know what that means, right? So you'll have to let me know in the comments. I'm guessing it's like confirmed, agree, something like that, right? Why we can't just use the words that we've all had, like why we've got to come up with these new phrases is beyond me. But, you know, whatever. That's a whole separate conversation. Here's Logan again. Upsies. Upsies. I might be guilty of spreading misinformation along with the entirety of this app. Although she's been previously disqualified for failing a gender test and has XY chromosomes. Some sources say Iman, I don't know how you say it, was born a biological woman. I stand by my sentiments, right? I stand by my sentiment that biological men should not compete against biological women in any sport. And if you disagree, you're a sick. And then he's attached this picture, right, of some text that he's found somewhere, right? Why was Amin Khalif disqualified from the World Championships? Amin Khalif was disqualified because gender eligibility tests revealed the XY chromosomes, leading to concerns about compliance with female category standards. So he's found a bit of text somewhere on the internet that says that there was XY chromosomes found when they did some tests and they were concerned about her female eligibility, right? He's found that, and that's what he's basing his argument on. But here you can see we've got this reader's added context thing. According to the IBA's official statement, Amin Khalif and Lin Yu Ting were disqualified for failing to meet unspecified eligibility criteria. They did not mention chromosomes or biological sex. They recognize Amin and Lin as women. The IOC does not recognize the IBA. So I don't know what he's found. I don't know where this has come from. But this seems to have shaped his argument, which doesn't seem to be in line with what other people know to be true. So this whole thing is an absolute dumpster fire, right? This is the problem with something like this, is that there's lots of misinformation, there's lots of contrasting information, and so it's really hard to have an educated conversation on this when we don't know what the true facts are, right? Or maybe there are some true facts out there, but there's also a lot of misinformation that's doing the rounds, okay? So here's Logan again. Is my opinion, right? So now, this was 5 hours ago. Guys, is my opinion that men shouldn't be allowed to compete against women transphobic, question mark? Yes or no? Very simple. I don't know what's winning. I've not voted on it. It's had 156,000 votes, right? And I don't want to put an answer. It doesn't really matter, does it, as to what people are saying? But if they voted yes or no, a load of people are going to click yes, just so that it makes him seem like he's transphobic. It's not going to be a fair poll, is it? If you like Logan, you're probably going to say, no, I don't think you're transphobic. And if you hate Logan, you're going to say, yeah, I reckon you are. So it ain't going to be a fair result anyway. But that's had 1.5 million views. And this whole thing seems to have really upset him, right? Seems to have really upset him. His wrestle features, upsies, F you. Here's Isla Dawn. She says, look, my dudes, this is Isla trying to clarify her position now. Nothing I tweet is aimed at any individuals, and I'm not coming for anyone in particular. My app is just flooded with misinformation and harmful rhetoric that I don't like to see on my timeline. Okay, thanks. by. So she was saying, look, you might think I'm coming for someone. I'm actually not trying to come for someone. I've just got loads of misinformation that's doing the rounds. And it does seem like there may be some even involved here as well. Although maybe this is, I don't know, maybe this is the misinformation. Maybe this is the information. This is what I'm saying. It's so hard to know. That's what can make commenting on these situations so difficult, because you know, we're all just using information that we're getting from various sources. Some of it could be correct, some of it could be incorrect. But you can see kind of how this has played out, and it's continuing to play out as well. Obviously, everyone coming in, having thoughts, talking on it. It's really kicked up a load of stuff. So, yeah, I would say for me, this has been probably the biggest story watching it unfold today. Upsies. So yeah, that was the top story. That's the one that I wanted to kind of try and present and show what had been going on. We got another story, which is Mercedes. Now, this dropped earlier, and it is some documents showing divorce, right? So Mercedes has apparently filed for divorce from her husband, WWE costume designer Sareth Ton. I said, I'm not sure if this is true. Feels like something that will blow up today if it is. Apparently, Mercedes, formerly known as Sasha Banks, has filed for divorce. Now, I tweeted that out 12 hours ago at the time of recording this, much earlier today. And it is true. She's actually now done a video where she gets a little bit emotional. I think you can see that here. Hayden, shout out to you. This was a couple of hours ago. She dropped a video on her YouTube channel opening up about her divorce. And here she said, tomorrow, finally, after a long time, I'll be finally signing my divorce papers. And I'm excited. I'm happy. And for me, I'm just ready to be free of not being afraid. Sareth, my ex-husband now, we had such a great relationship. And he's such an amazing, incredible guy. And I'm so thankful for. He's another person that changed and saved my life. So she has spoken about how apparently, I mean, I just read that they separated at the end of 2020. She had moved out by early 2021, but she was seemingly worried about like being judged. I don't know why. Divorces happen all the time, but she was worried about being judged, and so she didn't want to be judged. And so I don't know if that's why things have delayed. I mean, it is pretty crazy to move out in early 2021, but only get the divorce like now in like what, middle of 2024. Like that's a long time. Like, I don't know, were they trying to make it work? Were they trying to see how they both felt? I would imagine over that period you would know by then. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I know this is not WWE related, but it sort of is. I don't know if he still works for WWE as the costume designer. That's how they met, I believe, was that she was around as he was making costumes, and that's kind of how they ended up getting together. So yeah, one that to be aware of. And a very emotional video as well. I saw a clip where she was getting all tearful and emotional, and you know, you can understand, can't you? It's a very emotional thing, even if they have been separated for a number of years. So that was another of today's big stories. So we've got that as well. Should we go Wyatt Sicks? We normally start with Wyatt Sicks, but I don't think there's loads here. Dave just giving us some really good information about the X on the head. That was a big talking point yesterday. So Dave said Rob Zombie has said in interviews that he took the inspiration for the X from Charles Manson. So Charles Manson had it on his foreheads, and that's why Rob Zombie's got it. So if Dexter Lumis has took it from Rob Zombie, he's kind of took it from Charles Manson as well. And Dave said, I just watched The Unseen. The X on the forehead is like Antichrist or X out of society. So really good information here from Dave. Dave also included this clip right? He said, Bo, Uncle Howdy are cult leaders that say the words, I am nobody. This clip is 34 seconds long. Watch it. So here is Charles Manson, I think, saying, I am nobody.
Later, and they still have no idea.
Let's turn it down a little. There we go.
What you're about. Tell me in a sentence who you are.
Nobody. I'm nobody. I'm a tramp, a bum, a hobo. I'm a boxcar and a jug of wine. And a straight racer if you get too close to me.
Later.
There we go. I mean, I don't know that that was inspiration for Uncle Howdy. I mean, it could have been. It could have been, but I feel like Rob Zombie feels like the best fit, but then it makes sense. If Rob Zombie got the X from Charles Manson, then you can see why there would be connections there as well. So, yeah, very good, Dave. Excellent information, buds. Here was Indi Hartwell, right, with this gif of watching someone drown, which I believe is what they said to Dexter in his interview. Here was Charlene saying they watched you drown. So very good, yeah. So that is a reference to the Dexter Lumis vignette. Very good. Here, look, Cody, Uncle Howdy. So there's a van with some flowers on the side, but they do look like Pluto symbols. So I retweeted this and I was like, check out Uncle Howdy's gardening service. Which people seem to really enjoy. So there we go. If you need your garden doing, then call 0800 Howdy. Right, check this out. This was just freshly released in the supercard game. It's a card. I don't think it's random. It's a battle pass. It lasts 30 days. So it's a card you grind for. So it's an important card. I don't know that this means anything. I don't know that like they put teases in supercards, to be honest. I'm not aware of any teases that have ever come from supercards. We know Alexa's on the way. So I think it's probably just that there's been lots of rumors that Alexa's coming back soon. People in supercard have gone, you know, this is probably a great time to do an Alexa cards. Rather than they actually know something. I mean, I can't believe that WWE, Triple H, all of them, you know, would want to get in touch with like Supercards and all of their people that have got various licenses and tell them what the plans are. So I'm leaning towards this is nothing personally, but I thought people may have differing opinions, and so I would put it in the video. So there we go. That is an Alexa Bliss supercard. TJF 1983 tagging me in this from Black Mass Designer. Just thought you'd like to see it. Just some really cool lanterns. I believe some of these are self-made. But some really cool stuff like the Howdy mask, the Fiend bell. I think, was that a lantern you could actually buy? I don't know that you can buy it anymore. We got the gloves. I don't know about these two, as to where these two have come from, as to whether these two have been made. Looks like we've got a sheep's mask up there for Rowan. Don't know. I'm guessing, is that the bag that maybe this mask came in? But just some really cool stuff there. If you are a Bray fan, a Howdy fan, some really cool items that I know people would enjoy seeing. So Black Mass Design, check them out. Always coming up with some really great graphics and things as well. Here's Rave, said, so we learned that Bray wanted a gauntlet that was similar to Scarecrow from the Batman Arkham games. I was watching a playthrough and I heard Scarecrow say, there you are, and found out he has two lines where he says it, possibly an Easter egg in the Wyatt Sicks ? So here, I'll play the audio clip.
Oh, there you are.
I mean, that does sound very... It does sound very Howdy, doesn't it? Let's play it again.
Oh, there you are.
And we got this one as well.
There you are.
I mean, for me, they sound really Howdy. We know that Batman has been a big inspiration. The Fiend mask was actually inspired by the Joker, one of the Joker masks. So I could totally believe that this has had some sort of inspiration. Yeah. So I like that, Ray. Very good. And then here's Crimson, who said, if I can't buy it, I'll make it Wyatt Sicks for life. And look at this really cool shirt that has got like a 6 in the circle on the front. It's got the Wyatt Sicks logo on the back. Just looks really, really cool. So excellent work. So a little bit of Wyatt Sicks stuff in there. Then we've got WWE. I don't know how much we've got here. Oh, yes. So Aaron said, this is awesome news, right? And he knows it isn't, because they've confirmed there will now be another logo on the canvas. Not only Prime, but I think these Wingstop ones will go in the corners. 2 of the corners, I think. So they're starting to now add more logos. And I've said, you know, this is 2, soon it'll be 3, then it'll be 4, then it'll be 5, then we'll put writing on the ropes. Then I'm sure they'll start putting some colour onto these. They won't just be black and white. And this is how it goes, isn't it? This is how it goes. I think this has kickstarted a downward spiral now, and I think the ring is just going to over time get more and more cluttered. So disappointing. Zilla has just put out some eyes emojis to a Bloodline post, so he's just doing a little bit of teasing. Zilla making big hints. Yeah, I always feel like when they do this, though, that probably means they're not going to be doing anything at SummerSlam. I always feel like if you're going to do something, you wouldn't do this. This actually makes me think the opposite. It makes me think he's not going to be getting involved in anything in the short term, because he wouldn't need to kind of tease things. If he was just going to pop up, he wouldn't need to tease it. So that actually makes me think the opposite, that I'm not expecting Zilla. But then I don't think any of us were really expecting Zilla at SummerSlam. There's been no word that he's signed or anything. So, but I thought, again, mention it. People will find it interesting. Edward, thank you. WrestleUp said Stone Cold Steve Austin gave a tease for WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas. He said, I said I wouldn't leave Nevada. It's hard for me to get out of this state, but WrestleMania next year is in Vegas. That's in Nevada. So Stone Cold seems to be open to the idea of appearing in some capacity at next year's WrestleMania. Here's Stone Cold. Here's Triple H, who said, just spoke with our friends at My Vancouver and can officially announce that Survivor Series is heading to Rogers Arena in Vancouver on November 30th. So this was big news today. We've had it announced that Survivor Series is heading to Canada. It's going to Vancouver. So very good, Brandon. Thank you. If you are in the Vancouver area, many congratulations. Here's Nick Aldis posting about this news. Vancouver, are you ready? Survivor Series War Games at the Rogers Arena, November 30th. So TCS forever. Yes, sir. Appreciate it, my friends. Here is a picture taken by CM Punk and posted on his Instagram. Public Enemies Podcast said CM Punk is at the SummerSlam tryout. Eyes emoji, eyes emoji. So CM Punk's actually there checking out all these people that are trying out. And there's Sean as well. And the trainers checking out some of the talent as we're going through, as we're building the future SummerSlam tryouts. Live auctions. Fanatics will be at SummerSlam with exclusive merch signed live by WWE superstars Jade Cargill, Liv Morgan, Gunther, and more. Hosted by Tyler Breeze. So they're going to be there. And like you can see items being signed live. And then we've got Cody's schedule for August. He's going to be in Orlando, actually, August 16th. So they've got a little bit in Florida, doing Orlando, doing Lakeland, doing Fort Myers. Washington, D.C., and then we go over in the run for Bash in Berlin. So Bash in Berlin here, but we've got a few dates in Germany, Brussels, Belgium, Rotterdam, Netherlands. So it looks like they're doing some different countries in Europe. Netherlands, Belgium, lots of dates in Germany. Look at that. That's got to be one of the biggest German tours I've seen ever. Normally if they come over they do 1 or 2 dates. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dates including a PLE, so really trying to cement their presence in Germany. So there we go, that's what Cody's August is looking like. And Sean Ross Sapp said Wingstop have sent along the following, noting that Bayley and Drew have an appearance near Cleveland. So there we go, Friday, August 2nd, 12 till 2, Bayley and Drew will be in appearance at that address there if you are in the area. So there we go, a little bit of WWE news. Phone case. Fun phone case. So here we go. Yeah, this picture. I got tagged in this a fair bit. I feel like this has done the rounds. I think it's for the phone case. I'm not a fan of it personally. I don't really like it. I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't really do it for me. So I appreciate people tagging me in it. Trent was like, put it in the perv folder. Well, I mean, it's a nice phone case. I don't think it's that good. But yeah, you know, Samantha Irvin. I'm guessing just waking up here, getting out of bed maybe. And picking up a phone, checking her phone, and breaking the internet in the process. So there we go. Here we've got this. TJF1983 said, this is the best reaction. Damn. So they really do rate that phone case. Again, I'm not as keen, right? I'm not as keen. And then we've got this here, look, from Arianna Grace, shoot incoming. So looks like she has took some inspiration from what she's seen. And I don't know, I've got a lot to talk about here. There's a lot going on. I think you'd bang your head on this. I think this is a mess in the background. I don't like these cushions. I hate cushions that are on the bed that you have to take off and then put back on again, and they don't serve any purpose. Like, they just don't serve any purpose. So there's a lot here that I find concerning. But there we go. That was the fun phone case folder. So we've done that. We've done that. We've done that. We don't do that because that's for opinions. We've done that. We've done that. We've got, looks like we've just got Shane and Tony, fun and other. So here's Shane McMahon and Tony. So Shane has spoken 16 hours ago. Okay, so Bully Ray has shared a direct statement from Shane McMahon on his meeting, okay? Tony and I were connected through a mutual friend, and we had a great meeting. We talked about many things, but mostly about our shared love for the business and the rewards and challenges of working with family. I congratulated him on the 5-year anniversary of AEW. I look forward to how he evolves the business moving forward. So, you know, that kind of makes it seem like, nah, there's nothing to this. The only thing I would say is it does say here we talked about many things, but mostly, right, which I'm sure is true, mostly we talked about these things. Okay, but what was the other things you spoke about there? Like, all of this is true. We talked about many things, but mostly, okay, I'm not interested in the mostly. What was the other stuff you spoke about? So there we go. Shane McMahon speaking about this meeting that took place. Wrestle Talk reporting Shane McMahon has reportedly attempted to make a return to WWE, but the company has had no interest in him coming back. I know that Shane McMahon has looked to get back in WWE. I know that the people in charge of WWE have got no interest in him. Could that change with the idea that he'd be willing to go to AEW? Maybe, maybe not. Would he really be willing to go to AEW? I don't know where his mind is. This is all Dave Meltzer, by the way. Shane got a lot of money. If you compare the amount of money that Shane got from the amount of work he did when he was active a few times a year as a pro wrestler, it was a really high number. But I know from people in WWE, he's tried to get back. There's a lot of negativity. I would say he's been there for a long time. Him coming back, it wasn't like when he was gone, they were begging him to come back. Linda pushed very, very hard for a long time for him to come back, and they took him back because there were some injuries for WrestleMania, and they knew that he and Undertaker was going to do business. So what they're saying is that they've brought him back before to kind of help due to injuries, but they're not scrambling to bring him back in with WWE. So yeah, Dave Meltzer just saying I'm not sure where his head's at the moment. So a situation, a story to keep an eye on. Here, look, we've got this fun meme. There, Raw, you've got Triple H over here, Cleveland, Dynamite. I now own AEW. Obviously, a fun callback to the Raw and WCW telecast, which was a really cool moment. You had Vince over on WWE. You had Shane over on WCW. The contract does say McMahon, but it says Shane McMahon. So, love that. So, Kyle, shout out to you. Let's have a look, shall we, at the fun folder, see what we've got in here. Yeah, so this is... I can't play this, unfortunately. It's just Drew working out, but he's playing... I think, is it AFI? It's basically the theme that CM Punk used to use when he was in Ring of Honor. He actually used it once in AEW for his match he had with MJF. So it's basically Drew sitting down, working out whilst he's listening to Punk's old Ring of Honor theme. And here it says, call me Billy Butcher because I'm putting CM Punk down for the boys. So there we go. That was well received today. Wrestle Night, shout out to you. Here we go, boys. Here we go. I know you want to see that phone case one more time. Yes! Look at this. A bit of banter. Shout out to you. Wrestling Daze has broke the internet once again. Look at that. Look at that. It's like looking in a flipping mirror, mate. Love it. Love it. Great job. Great job. Look at this one as well. Paul said the big boss Daze is going to uphold the law and take you down to county jail. Yes. This feels right, doesn't it, in a way? I don't feel like I look too far off from what the boss man looked like, actually. Love that. I think that's brilliant. Love it. Right, here's CM Punk being confused by technology. Koji Code, thank you.
Oh, we're live.
Oh, we're live.
We're live, pal.
I don't think I've ever done an Instagram live before. I don't know what all this is. Look at all the cute hearts.
They like it.
Wait, they're not asking any questions. Hello. What?
I don't know.
You guys gonna tune in or what?
They can talk to you.
Yeah. So tomorrow night, Rampage. Can you hear me? I'm still here. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? No? Your volume might be off, or your you might have it on mute or something.
Okay, I can't hear you. I suck.
Oh, it's okay.
So he's just having a lot of technology challenges there. That goes on for a minute and 20. Very good. And I thought people would enjoy this. This is from 10 Essentials with GQ Sports. These are Cody Rhodes top 5 video games. In at 5, Ghost of Tsushima. Then at number 4, we got Halo Combat Evolved. Number 3, Red Dead Redemption 2. Number 2, Metal Gear Solid. Number 1, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I have played 0 of those games. I wouldn't mind playing Ocarina of Time, though. Obviously, I've heard loads of good stuff about it. I don't think I'll be playing Ghost of Tsushima. But who knows? Who knows? Right, and then we've got other. Is there much in other? Oh, this was good. TJF1983, shout out to you. Rowdy Roddy Piper said, closing out the day with a page from one of Roddy's 1980 notepads. And the last page of a letter from a 1984 fan. Thanks for loving and hating Roddy all of these many years. I thought this was so fun. If they would have hanged you for being a wrestler, they would have hung an innocent man. I don't know if that's an insult that he was like writing down. I don't know if these are like promo ideas, you know. If they were going to hang you for being a wrestler, they would have hung an innocent man. Basically saying you're not really a wrestler, yeah? So, yeah, I don't know. This is from his notebook, right? Then you've got this. This is a letter, right, that was found. It says, I would like to write in a 4-letter word that starts with S and is what I think you are, right? Lots of hate. Beautiful, right? Are they beautiful? Have they signed it beautiful? I don't know. I love the Hulk, Sergeant Slaughter, and hate you. I mean, they hate them so much it's gone down here, isn't it? And hate you. You are a shrimp, chicken, snake, and idiot. Read this on TV and make my day. Man, some of the letters, wild. Imagine not being able to bring yourself to say a 4-letter word that begins with S. I mean, I wouldn't do it, you know, but even so, or signing it beautiful. Lots of hate, beautiful. Or getting so angry that your writing starts going down like this. Calling someone a shrimp. A shrimp. And then at the end say, read this on TV, make my day. I really enjoyed that. I thought that was good. So, TGF983, thank you. Just a cool picture here of Stephanie Vacour, Kojiko. She's looking good. She's looking jacked. She's getting ready. Shawn Michaels said, the NXT crew loved having you. Thanks for stopping by. Man City? Here's Man City at the Performance Center in Orlando. Look at this. Manchester City, Kelvin Phillips. Gareth Southgate will be happy. A few other players as well that I can't name. But is this Rico Lewis? I want to say that's Rico Lewis, but I don't know. So there we go. Shawn Michaels said, pleased to have Man City in the house in Florida. And here's a great picture. Look at this. A young Shane and Stephanie McMahon at Wembley at SummerSlam 92. I've never seen this. I love these kind of pictures. So Shane and Steph in the old Wembley now. This got knocked down and rebuilt. Still in the same place. Still Wembley. It's just not this stadium anymore. But yeah, there we go. Look at that. SummerSlam 92. And here's Sol Ruca. So this person said, okay, can you do a front handspring, step out, round off, back handspring, step out, round off, back handspring, full twisting layout? Sol Ruca's like, hold my beer.
Front handspring, step out, round off, back handspring, step out, round off, back handspring, full twisting layout.
Done. I don't know about you, but like, I never know what to call some of these gymnastic moves. Like, to me, there's a couple of things in here that are cartwheels, but they call them round offs, right? In my head, it's a cartwheel. Here we go.
Front handspring, step out, round off back handspring, step out, round off back handspring, full twisting layout.
Very impressive. Very impressive. And then this is our last one. So here's CM Punk on meeting Jesse the Body Ventura. He said, I saw Governor Ventura the other day. Absolutely 100% blown away. One of the coolest things that's ever happened to me in my life when he tells me that he saw me come back. And he said, that place must have changed. If Punk is back, I'll go back. So Jesse said that CM Punk go back kind of inspired him to kind of change his perception of what WWE was like at the moment. And so he decided to go back as well. That's amazing, isn't it? That's amazing. Like a legend like Jesse the Body Ventura saying, well, if Punk's gone back, I'll go back. So there we go. That was Unseen. I know that it was a bit heavy at the start, but I wanted to show you what had happened with Logan. The Mercedes news is, you know, a bit sad. But she seems quite excited about the future. And then just loads of little bits and bobs in there as well. So appreciate the support, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. And I will see you again next time. Bye for now.